Hello and welcome to Ex-Witness Week. I am your host, Jonathan. I hope you're doing well today. I'm just taking a little time here while I'm doing a job to talk to y'all. Future me here. Just gonna take my own advice and recommend that you like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, all that jazz. Okay, back to best me. Bye. Today I was thinking about the hamster wheel of activity of Jehovah's Witnesses. The reason that it came to mind is because if you follow this channel and you also follow the other channel that I post content to, Apostate Coalition, I should have had a video out for my little recommendation segment already last week, so a week ago. But I wasn't feeling well. I had a lot going on, and it just wasn't possible for me to be able to do that. And it got me thinking about all the things that Jehovah's Witnesses have to do, have to go to meetings, they have to prepare for meetings, they have to go out in the field service because they're getting back into the field ministry well, I guess, technically speaking, I'm recording this in the middle of the night on September the 1st. So they can go back right now, I guess, if they want to creep around somewhere late at night and leave some magazines, whatever. But yeah, they're going back to the door-to-door ministry. Are they happy about that? There might be some.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
That have missed, talking to people at the door, but probably not. Probably they're doing it out of sense of obligation, right? They've had letter writing campaigns, and they've had phone witnessing territories, and they've had, Bible studies through Zoom. But they're basically, well, those are still going to exist as far as I know. They're kind of scrapping all that stuff and highly pushing going back door to door. Why? Well, it's a visibility thing, but it's also to keep them busy. They want to get people going back out and collecting time, using up their valuable time to talk to people, or, well, at least knock on the door, leave some literature sometimes. So are the people happy about it? Most probably not. I know my own personal experience and the experience of a lot of ex-Jehovah's Witnesses is, or was, that we really didn't like it. It wasn't fun. It didn't feel like we were accomplishing anything, but we still did it. And if we didn't do it, we felt guilty about it, right? I think the average was probably around, they would like you to get somewhere around like 9 or 10 hours a month, if I remember correctly from way back when. But there's a lot of times that I didn't. I mean, there were times that I got like an hour, maybe 2. It wasn't much. Now, I did something, so I should feel good about that, right? Yay, I got on service and I talked to people for an hour or 2. But I would feel bad, and they would make you feel bad for not doing more.
Is your best good enough? I'd like to start by reading Galatians 6:4. It says, "But let each one examine his own actions, and then he will have cause for rejoicing in regard to himself alone, and not in comparison with the other person." We're told to examine our own actions. So ask yourself, how am I doing spiritually? Am I happy with my attendance at Christian meetings? Do I participate by sharing meaningful comments as able? How about my personal study of the Bible? let me examine my involvement in the ministry. Could I do better in preparing for my return visits? Do I conduct any Bible studies with interested ones? If so, am I content with what I am doing? In effect, you're asking yourself, is my best good enough?
No!
So, like I say, the reason that this came to mind is because of what I was thinking about when it came to the other channel. Now, in my life, I have expressed this before in videos that I'm very busy working, taking care of my family and stuff, spending what time I can with my family, my wife and everything. And that's very important to me, and it's important to them. I do this because I feel like it's important, and it gives me a sense of purpose that I felt like I haven't had for a long time. And that's good for me. But it's also, I feel like it's good for other people too. It's helping. People have told me that, they're very thankful for, the community that's been built with the Apostate Coalition, and, the friendships that have been created, and just, waking people up and making them laugh sometimes. I like to make people laugh. A lot of my content has been more on the comedy side. Whether it's funny to other people, I don't know. It could just be a big inside joke for myself. But should I beat myself up if I miss a deadline that I've imposed myself, that I want to do this particular video once every other week? I want to do on this channel once a week. Sometimes I'm not going to make the deadline. It's just life. Now, that's not to say that I'm going to just be like, whatever, I'll just do it at once every 6 months or something like that. I think that's not useful. I mean, the channel's definitely not going to grow if I do that, because the algorithm and stuff, it doesn't like that sort of thing. So I have to have some sort of regularity there. And also, I don't want you, the viewer, to be like, well, he hasn't anything in like 3 months, so I guess he's faded out. If I was going to stop doing TikToks or stop doing YouTube videos or whatever, I think what I would do is probably post and say, thank you for all the fish, however that goes, for that Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I don't remember. Anyway, I would probably say that, thanks, but I feel like I've done my part, and, here's to the next generation. But I'm nowhere near that. So I guess the point of this was to say, if you are one of Jehovah's Witnesses, don't beat yourself up if you can't accomplish a certain thing when it comes to what they want you to do. You have to set realistic goals for yourself, and that goes in all parts of your life. And if you are a former Jehovah's Witness, which is probably more likely that you're watching this than being an actual Jehovah's Witness or practicing, if you can do something, great. I mean, that helps the cause, but don't beat yourself up if you can't do to the level of some other creators that have 5,000, 10,000, 150,000, whatever, subscribers or something, or, crank out content every other day. That's just their circumstances. My circumstances can't do that. I can't meet that expectation. So I'm going to do what I can. So I hope that you like what I do. It's usually unscripted, just sort of like what my heart feels like I need to spew out on camera. And I hope that it's something that you enjoy. I hope that it's beneficial for you. That's my goal. That's my aim, is for it to be something that, people will enjoy and people will benefit from. I do want to do more. But until I win the lottery, I'm probably not going to be able to, do 3 times a week or something. Not realistic. I got to make a living. I got to take care of my family. I got to give them the time that they deserve. So please forgive me if sometimes I don't make the deadline. I want to be able to put these ones on X Witness Awake out every Friday at some point during the day. That's what I'm aiming for. But hey, if I don't make it and it's a week and a half later, I ain't going anywhere. I'm just busy. So the other channel, it's hard enough to maintain one channel, and then putting content on a second channel makes it that much more difficult. So I'm going to miss that sometimes. I'm just going to be honest with you. I hope that you can understand that, and just know that I'm doing the best I can. And I think that's going to be all I'm going to say on this. Just remember, you may not be a Jehovah's Witness anymore. I feel like I'm talking to myself here. You're not a witness anymore. Anyway, but you're still going to have to take the time to get certain programming out of your head, and being what's the word? Just being down on yourself because you couldn't do a certain thing. It does kind of come from that, from the programming, because you're never measuring up. I found that I never measured up. I never felt like I could really do what I needed to do or what was expected of me. And I felt like I was always going to be a failure in that way. Yeah, I guess I was a failure as a witness, because I'm not one anymore. I made my mistakes, and I left, and then I was like, wait a minute, that wasn't the truth. I'm not going back to that crap. In fact, I'm going to talk to as many people as I can about it and warn them. So that's it. Okay, I feel like I'm just sort of spinning my wheels here. So thank you very much for watching. I will catch you next time, hopefully Friday. I'll try. But if I don't, I'll catch you when I can. Bye for now.